Well, guys, it's a new year. Bree and I have a totally different job situation. We're living in a new state, and we have a baby on the way.
Yep.
So a lot has changed. Maybe everything has changed since the last time we did one of these budget videos. So we thought we'd sit down and look over January, see what has happened in January so far. The month is almost over. It's not quite over yet, but there have been some changes to our budget. Some things are the same, some things are a little bit different, but we'll go over that in this video. So there are many different ways of doing a budget. This is how we do ours. But before we get into the month of January, we quickly wanted to go over why budgeting is so important in the first place and why Brittany and I have continued to operate our finances on a budget. Coming up on about 12 years now, we will have been budgeting our money.
In Luke 14:28 through 30, Jesus says, "Suppose one of you wants to build a tower. Won't you first sit down and estimate the cost to see if you have enough money to complete it? For if you lay the foundation and are not able to finish it, everyone who sees it will ridicule you, saying, 'This person began to build and wasn't able to finish.'" Also in Proverbs 21:20 it says, "The wise store up choice food and olive oil, but fools gulp theirs down."
So a budget is a way of putting your finances out there for you to see. It's a way of kind of shedding light, getting it out in the light. You guys have all heard sunlight is the best disinfectant. That's kind of what we're doing, budgeting our money. We put it out there, we can see it. Dave Ramsey says your income is your biggest wealth building tool. Brittany and I are in agreement with that. What a budget does is since it allows you to see how much money you're making, how much money you're earning, and what you're spending, it allows you to be in charge of your money instead of your money being in charge of you. So if you guys are brand new to budgeting and you're looking for somewhere to start and you're kind of like Brittany and I and are maybe a little bit paranoid about sharing your information with third-party companies and just want something that you can have on your own computer, you're more than welcome to download a very similar budget to this one that we have on our website, free of charge, completely free.
Yeah, no email address.
Yeah, if you're looking to get started. Okay, so first up here, we have food. We budgeted $600. We spent $559.97 so far on food. Now the food category does not count eating out. That's a separate expense here for us.
This is just going to the grocery store.
Yeah, rent is $1,500, it's a flat fee every month. Utilities, we have spent $68.04 so far. That will go up after we get our water bill. Gasoline, we spent $54.01. We budgeted $125. This will probably stay like it is for the rest of the month.
We've been doing good on gas.
Yeah.
So health insurance is taken out of Mike's paycheck, and our auto insurance was $137.84. So a little bit less than we had expected.
Yep.
Life insurance, always the same, $11.49. And our phones, $43.
43, yeah. Budgeted 43, spent 43.
Internet was $85.28.
Yeah, we budgeted 86 just to make it a nice even number.
Yeah.
But the internet is one of those expenses that stays the same every month. So, haircuts, we budgeted $40. We spent $38.86. Fun money. This is money that Brittany and I just give ourselves. So the fun money and Britt's money, this would be things like going out to eat or just buying random stuff we want.
Yep.
So we budget $60 for both of us, and then Brittany gets a little bit just for her, $50 for her. So for both of us, we spent $21.55, and for Brittany, she spent $11.98 so far.
Yep.
And miscellaneous, this is a category that there's always something that tends to come up.
Yeah, things we need around the apartment is usually what it is, like cleaning supplies, things like that.
Yeah. We budgeted $200. We spent $202.24, so we're over budget on this. We don't expect this number to go up anymore.
Yeah,
the rest of the month.
I think we were over because I had a yearly fee for a license, and that was due, and that was $70. So that bumped it up.
So miscellaneous is also for things that we forget about.
Yeah.
So that licensing fee for Brittany was something we forgot about.
And sometimes it's kind of hard to remember once a year items like that.
Yeah. Medical, car repairs, and investing, we don't budget a specific amount of money for at the beginning of every month, just because, well, at least for medical and car repairs, those things, like, we just really don't have any control over that. Those can come up out of the blue. So we can budget $1,000 and we may spend like $20, or we can budget $100 and we may spend $1,000, just depending on what happens.
Yeah, but we do keep a cushion in our savings account for that.
Last year, we completely funded our HSA with cash we already had in our savings.
So that'll help with our medical expenses.
Yeah. Okay, but we spent $95 on medical stuff so far. That was a dentist appointment. $0 in car repairs, thankfully, and $0 for investing. I really want to get back to investing the cash we have. We just don't have the excess cash to invest right now, unfortunately. All of my income is pretty much going to our monthly expenses and to save up as much as we can for this baby that's coming along.
Yeah. So with me being pregnant and changes with that, we have added clothes, and of course you'll see down here pregnancy pillow to our budget. So items that we can expect ahead of time, we will try to calculate in the month before.
Yeah. Clothes is a good example of that.
Yeah.
We're spending a little bit of money on clothes every month for baby.
Yeah. So some for baby, and then recently for me because I'm getting a little further along. So maternity clothes, a few items for that.
Yeah. Pregnancy pillow was another one.
Yeah.
So this month we spent $14.14 net on clothes.
Yeah, so far.
We budgeted $130 for a pregnancy pillow, but we're going to be using one of our Christmas gift cards to pay for that.
Yeah, and it wasn't that much. It was really around like $90.
Yeah.
And I can use it for nursing pillow. So, yeah.
So the next part of our budget we want to talk about, and this is going to be for those of you who've kind of followed our budget series, we haven't done one of these in a while, but you'll notice this whole section over here is new. So what Brittany and I used to do was track by hand all of our running expenses in every category. So at the beginning of the month, we printed our budget out.
On paper.
And then on the back, did by hand, tracked by hand all of our food expenses, all of our miscellaneous expenses, gasoline, fund money, medical clothes, everything over here. And after, I don't know, a couple of years of doing this, just I got tired of doing it. And so now, that's where this whole section over here has come from.
Mm-hmm. And what's nice is it tallies everything up and adds it together at the bottom for our current total.
Eventually, something like this will be on our website. Like this will replace our current budget template that's up there, but I'm not quite finished fleshing this out yet.
Yeah, we're still testing.
So if you go to our website and download a budget template and it looks different than this, that's why. I'm just not completely done with this yet. But yeah, so this is a running total of all the money we spent at the grocery store this month. If you notice, January 1st is a pretty big day for us. I spent money on 4 things.
Yeah.
Or 4 different places. Mm-hmm. Miscellaneous, same thing. Gasoline, fund money, Brits money, car repairs. Utilities is down here. Medical, dental, vision, clothes. Yeah. So we had
So the Old Navy was where I found cheaper maternity clothes. And so I ordered that was for 5 different items. And I ended up returning 2 of them, which is down here, because I wasn't sure about sizing. So that was good that I got different sizes because a few of them didn't work out.
Yeah. Oh, and if you guys are wondering why all this stuff's blacked out over here, it's just for our privacy.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Some local areas. So.
Okay. Moving on to the next section down here. This is how much money we have in our checking and savings account. We've got personal checking, personal savings, business checking, business savings, and other accounts. So this is how much money we had at the beginning of the month. That number gets translated over here.
Expected income was in there.
This is just we try to lowball our income every month. We'd rather have more than we expect at the end of the month and be surprised that way than be surprised in the opposite way and have a whole lot less than we expect. So our expenses category, that just comes from this number right here. And business expenses, we're not spending a whole lot of money on business expenses right now.
No.
All right, and then our projected savings, which is just a total of all these numbers over here, plus our income minus our expenses. That's what we expect to have at the end of the month. So we'll have to wait until next month to see if that how that turns out.
But I think it'll probably be more because we've spent less and made some.
Yeah. All right, and
extra
then
this month.
Yeah. This next section right below it is something I'm also experimenting with. This is kind of an income section. I put myself, Brittany, and other sources of income, totals over here. 3 paychecks because I get paid three times. You guys probably do as well. And then other places of income. This month has been pretty good. So I'm not sure where to put this. If I want to keep it at the bottom or I want to put it at the top for all of our expenses, I'm not quite sure. But this is something else we kind of added here.
All right, and so for next month, we expect it to be pretty much the same. We may have a few things added for medical and pregnancy related items, and then in the next few months ahead, as we get closer to our due date, we expect to be spending more each month on bigger items like crib, mattress, car seat, things like that.
Yeah, stroller.
Stroller.
Those are really the biggest things that we have, or that we still need to get that we don't have yet. We have a ton of clothes. Yeah, crib, car seat, and a stroller.
Yeah.
That's it. So I would imagine those things are probably going to total somewhere between $1,000 and $1,500.
But we plan on trying to break it up throughout the months just to help out. So hopefully this was helpful to see with all these changes and life changes going on.
And again, guys, if you'd like to check out our budget template, something very similar to this, we'll put that link in the description below. Check it out. If you guys are interested in us doing more content like this, more budget videos, let us know. Drop us a comment, and maybe we will in the future.
Yeah. And also, we could do maybe some update videos on the actual running cost of everything we spent on baby before the arrival. And then also maybe a cost breakdown of everything for medical expenses related.
Yeah.
I know sometimes a lot of people get a little nervous because of how expensive they think it could be, but it really, so far, for us getting things, hasn't been too bad.
So far, it hasn't been too bad.
But it's not as much as like what people think.
It's not like tens of thousands of dollars, but it's not cheap.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks again for watching. We appreciate it. We'll see you all in the next one.
Bye.